What's up everyone watching this video? This is your boy Cat Products Uganda, Artificial Intelligence, speaking to you on behalf of him. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Adobe in details. So please listen carefully for better comprehending this. First and foremost, what is Adobe? And what is the use of Adobe? So once again, if you're new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you don't miss out any new recent work uploaded to my channel. So let's move to the topic. What is Adobe? Adobe Systems Incorporated is an American multi-Asian software company based in Delaware and headquartered in San Jose, California. It has historically specialized in software for the creation and publication of a wide range of content, including graphics, photography, illustration, animation, multimedia or video, motion pictures, and print. It was founded on December 1982, which means 40 years ago in Mountain View, California in the United States of America. The founders of Adobe System were John Warnock and Charles Geschke. When we talk about Adobe, we mean all the master collection of it, as we're going to see. Adobe's flagship products include Number 1, which is Adobe Portfolio. Beautifully simple creative portfolio websites. When your creative work is your life's work, nothing is more important than having a beautiful portfolio website. With Portfolio, which comes free with any Adobe Creative Cloud plan, you can quickly and simply build a website to showcase your creative woe. You might ask yourself, what are some of the features that come with Adobe Portfolio? Elegant layouts. Choose from a selection of layouts optimized to showcase your creative work. Ideal for any creative field, from art, illustration, photography, graphic design, fashion, architecture, motion graphics, to web design. Audio upon project completion. DVD menus could be created and edited in Adobe Photoshop using special layering techniques. Adobe Encore did not support writing to a Blu-ray disc as INGA VCHD 2.0. Number 2. And which is Adobe Encore. Adobe Encore. Previously, Adobe Encore DVD was a DVD authoring software tool produced by Adobe Systems and targeted at professional video producers. Video and audio resources could be used in their current format for development, allowing the user to transcode them to MPEG-2 video and Dolby Digital. But later Encore is bundled with Adobe Premiere Pro CS6. Adobe Encore CS6 was the last release, while Premiere Pro CC has moved to the Creative Cloud. Encore has now been discontinued. Number 3. PS, which is Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop is widely used for image editing, retouching, creating image compositions, website mockups, and adding effects. Digital or scanned images can be edited for use online or in print. Website layouts can be created within Photoshop, that is to say their designs can be finalized before developers move on to the coding stage. And on top of that, Photoshop gives you the ability to customize photos, graphics, and more to fit your brand's specific needs, with style presets. Creating consistent brand assets is a breeze. Photoshop supports many file types and invites collaboration, ensuring accessibility to every designer on your team. Number 4. Which is Adobe After Effects. And it's my favorite editing program. So, the use of Adobe After Effects is a 2.5D animation software used for animation, visual effects, and motion picture compositing. After Effects is used in film, TV, and web video creation. This software is used in the post-production phase and has hundreds of effects that can be used to manipulate imagery. In my conclusion, by learning After Effects you can enhance skills and make yourself more marketable in numerous digital, video, and creative roles. Some of the many jobs that rely on After Effects include roles as a filmmakers, video editors, post-production engineers, video and motions graphics, editors, and even television producers. Number 5. PAR, which is Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro is one of the best video editing software for video production in 2023. And on top of that, it is the industry-leading video editing software for film, TV, and the web. Creative tools and integration with other apps and services helps you craft footage into polished films and videos. Number 6. Which is Adobe Character Animator. Adobe Character Animator is a desktop application software product that combines real-time live motion capture with a multi-track recording system to control layered 2D puppets based on an illustration drawn in Photoshop or Illustrator. In addition to that, character animators build and develop characters using animation tools, 3D modeling, 2D animations, and even puppetry. These artistic practitioners create characters that use the action to tell a plot, whether it's for film, TV, computer games, or smartphone apps. Number 7. Which is Adobe Inkcopy. Adobe Inkcopy is a professional word processor made by Adobe Ink that integrates with Adobe InDesign. Inkcopy is used for general word processing, in contrast to InDesign, which is used to publish printed material, including newspapers and magazines. The software enables editors to write, edit, and design documents. To supplement on that, one of the standout features of Adobe Inkcopy is its seamless integration with Adobe InDesign. The tight integration allows writers and editors to work directly within the layout of a document, making it easy to view and edit content while maintaining the overall design integrity. Number 8. Which is Adobe InDesign. Adobe InDesign is a desktop publishing and layout application for creating books, magazines, and brochures, as well as print and digital publications. It's the industry standard editing software for laying out long-form multi-page documents, but it's not limited to that. You might ask yourself, what is the difference between Photoshop and InDesign? Because they seem to work and look the same. You're wrong. Adobe Photoshop is software for editing, painting, and creating industry-standard raster graphics for its users. Adobe InDesign is software that is used for various typesets and also for publishing various commercial activities. And in my conclusion, Adobe InDesign is an effective tool for creating layouts for these highly designed promotional materials and documents because of the ability to seamlessly place text and images on the design. The program makes it easy to preview how the logo or an animated character will look with your company's font and some text. Number 9. Which is Adobe Experience Design. Adobe XD is used for prototyping user interfaces UI and user experiences UX of various software types, including web applications, mobile applications, and anything that works with a UI. And by the way, Adobe XD is an ideal skill for web designers and UX or UI developers to learn as a dedicated web interface design tool. The ease with which it allows users to build working prototypes of web pages makes the process of testing and iterating on designs faster and more efficient than ever. Number 10. Which is Adobe Stock. Adobe Stock is a service that provides designers and businesses with access to millions of high-quality curated and royalty-free photos, videos, illustrations, vector graphics, 3D assets, and templates for all their creative projects. By the way, I had forgotten to tell you that by licensing your work through Adobe Stock, you can earn passive income by allowing others to use your work in their projects. Each time one of your assets is licensed, you will receive a percentage of the sale price. Number 11. Which is Adobe Flash. Adobe Flash can be used for creating games, making presentations, animations, visualizations, web page components, and many other interactive applications. Some of the Flash interface components will look familiar to you, as they have the same functionality as other Adobe applications. And lastly, to remember, Adobe Flash allowed users to create animation for use on the internet, and Adobe's Flash Player was one of the most widely distributed applications on the internet in the early 21st century, with many websites using the software. Number 12. Which is Adobe Animate. Adobe Animate is an animation solution that helps businesses create interactive content, including 2D drawings and 3D animations, and share them across various online platforms. Designers can use the application to create raster and vector graphics, manage rich text workflows, and embed audio files to animations. But you might ask yourself, you already talked about the Adobe Character Animator. Aren't they the same? The answer for you is no. If you want the ability to draw animation frame by frame, Adobe Animate CC is definitely the way to go. Animate, at its core, is about using digital tools to create individual frames of animation. Character Animator doesn't have the ability to draw frame-by-frame animation. Number 13, which is Adobe Illustrator. Adobe Illustrator is used to create a variety of digital and printed images, including cartoons, charts, diagrams, graphs, logos, and illustrations. Illustrator allows a user to import a photograph and use it as a guide to trace an object in the photograph. Don't get confused, because you might ask yourself, what is the difference between the Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, as they seem to function similar? Are your brother and sister? You're wrong. Adobe Illustrator creates scalable vector graphics. It is best for creating images. Adobe Photoshop utilizes pixel-based raster graphics. It is best for editing images. Number 14, FS, which is Adobe Fuse. Adobe Fuse is a client-based product that lets users choose and modify character components such as body parts in real time. Users can also customize their characters with clothing and texture options provided by Algorithmic. And lastly, but not least, the Adobe Fuse workspace is easy to use, because each user interface component provides specific controls over the 3D character being created and more. So guys, thanks for watching and paying attention to the explanations of some Adobe programs. But not this. If you're interested, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the bell icon so that you don't miss out the part 2 for this video. Goodbye.
This is your boy Cat. Products Uganda.